Welcome, you're watching the Thrift Store Rundown where we bring Hollywood home, and of course America's Test Kitchen, on a budget. I don't know why, but I'm always wary of people who are of the opinion that you can achieve maximum quality with a minimal amount of effort. That doesn't always apply to life. Hello, check out this channel, or any other channel on YouTube for that matter, with this amount of subscribers. But, when it comes to food, more often than not, there are plenty of exceptions. Case in point, a while back I reviewed Michael Symon's 5 and 5 cookbook, the first of 2 that he has, and I did find a lot of loopholes to exploit within his 5 and 5 contract between 2 soft covers. It's still a pretty solid cookbook for the money, for thrift store money anyway. And speaking of Michael Symon, look who just showed up! Fellow and former Food Network colleague, the smokin' Claire Robinson, host of 5 Ingredient Fix and author of the book of the same name. Easy, elegant, and irresistible recipes. She's also the host of Food Network Challenge. Like the item I'm reviewing today, this is an Amazon purchase as well. However, you'll be seeing her efforts down the pipeline. Can she really put her money where her mouth is? We'll find out. But that's later down the road. But right now, as you know, we're always proud to bring the greatest cooking show in the history of modern television, home on a budget. And that, in my opinion, was America's Test Kitchen. This is their 6-ingredient solution, how to coax more flavor from fewer ingredients. Smarter decision-making is the key to better recipes. This Italian meatloaf requires just 6 high-impact ingredients. The result? Less prep and more flavor. That Italian meatloaf is smothered in, I guess, jarred marinara sauce of the highest quality, and it's stuffed with high-quality cheese and, I guess, herbs or spinach. Some type of greens, but that looks good. Anyway, this was purchased for $9.55 off of Amazon, and of course it has the standard preface by Christopher Kimball. You got your taste test, and of course recommendations of name brand products, and you're going to be seeing a lot of those in here because when it comes to 6-ingredient cooking or 5-ingredient cooking, whoever's in charge of writing these kinds of books, like America's Test Kitchen or anybody in Food Network, they should give you motivation to have an eagle eye, or to grow one if you don't have one, to look for high-quality, already prepared foods that are exceptional flavor boosters to whatever the heck you're going to be prepping for dinner or lunch or breakfast or whatever. Like marinara sauce or seasoning blends or anything like that. So, they're going to give you a lot of recommendations in here. And of course, it's not just what you find, it's also how you prep them, how you cook them on the stovetop. Like, for example, the Indian technique of blooming spices in hot oil, actually frying the spices in oil to release their flavors. That is a very prized technique. So let's just show you a few recipes here that really back up my point and theirs. Tomato tartlets. This serves 8. And salt, pepper, and water do not count as main ingredients. A lot of recipes in here are actually fast recipes, and you'll see labels that say fast recipes than the recipes that really are. And some recipes actually have less than 6 ingredients, mainly 5. But salt, pepper, and water do not count as main ingredients. Water is a nice neutral backdrop that does make a difference, but it's definitely flavorless. And salt and pepper, they're flavor enhancers. Although they're mandatory, they do not count as main ingredients unless they have to. But for the tomato tartlets, you got puff pastry, a garlic clove, extra virgin olive oil, or EVOO, plum tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and Parmesan cheese. Where you'll see the recommendations for already prepared foods is in the ingredient spotlight section here in almost every recipe. Puff pastry here, for example. They also give you recommendations for what to do to make ahead this recipe, and plenty of ingredient substitution and preparation tips, like for example, coring a tomato. And of course, the standard why this recipe works section, which of course is the hallmark of any great recipe for America's Test Kitchen in any one of their books or magazines. And of course, a delicious looking picture to back all of it up. That reminds you of a pizza, right? Well, how about this? Chicken pizziola with pasta. You had a steak pizziola? Well, this is chicken pizziola with spaghetti, or penne, and pepperoni. You don't find pepperoni in a steak pizziola, do you? Anyway, tomato sauce, Parmesan cheese, boneless skin of chicken breast, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, spaghetti, or penne. Ingredient spotlight, pepperoni. And they did the margarita Italian style pepperoni, which is presented oh so deliciously here. That too resembles pizza, right? Come on, it's pepperoni, mozzarella, and tomatoes. On cooked chicken with spaghetti. Baked chicken, really? Hello, it's in the name, pizza. And as I said before, it's a fast recipe. You see here that label, fast recipe? Oh, heck yeah. A lot of these recipes, by the way, can be done in under 30 minutes, which of course is always appreciated. And here we go, skillet pizza with broccolini and sun-dried tomatoes. You'll need garlic cloves, oil-packed sun-dried tomatoes, broccolini, Kalamata olives, 1 pound prepared pizza dough, and mozzarella cheese. Of course, more props to you if you have your own homemade pizza dough, and bigger props if it's an America's Test Kitchen pizza dough. But if it's a secret family recipe from your family, well, I guess I'm gonna give you the most props because that's awesome. Family pride right there. Keep it all in the family. But that's a good looking pizza. Either way. And how about a grilled pizza margarita? Naan breads, olive oil, mozzarella cheese, pizza sauce, palm cheese, and fresh basil. And please, get the good stuff. Pay for the hunk of Parmigiano Reggiano. The stuff that comes from the big reel. The stuff that you pay 25 cents an ounce for. Please pick that up. Not the stuff that comes out of a can, which contains particles of sawdust according to news reports. No, that's just unacceptable. When you're going for maximum flavor with a minimal amount of ingredients, you really got to get the good stuff. Keep that in mind. The superior quality of each individual ingredient will be a big consideration in how awesome every recipe tastes. So keep that in mind. Maximum quality, minimal effort, minimal amount of ingredients. There you go. Not as the ingredient spotlight, but there's no photo here. I guess you'll have to make your own, but I know ATK has a recipe for that. And a photograph to boot. Pizza on naan. Who would have thought? And lastly, caramel turtle ice cream pie. Pay attention because this is one awesome looking dessert right here. Pecans, vanilla ice cream, they prefer Ben & Jerry's vanilla. Chocolate crumb pie crust, semi-sweet chocolate, and caramel sauce. Why am I showing you an ice cream dessert after pizza? Well, we've already touched on National Seafood Month being in October, but pizza and ice cream? Not only is that never not a winning combination, but separately there are also two important culinary commemorations within 1 month. Yes, National Pizza Month and National Dessert Month take place alongside National Seafood Month in October. And ice cream after pizza? Come on, that's never not a winning combination. Here are a couple of photographs with test kitchen tips and captions for making ice cream pie. Just 6 ingredients or less, no cheating, no gimmicks. If any of the recipes I showed you in this review do not suit your fancy, how about a company warty roast beef dinner, a chai-infused butternut squash soup, cheddar crumb-crusted chicken, Maryland-style shrimp and corn, streamlined spaghetti meatballs, and an easiest ever chocolate tart with just 6 ingredients or less. Retail price, $26.95 here in the States. Sorry, Canada, but yours might vary. They just don't tell you how much. And despite the fact that there are no equipment recommendations or a scarce amount at that, I've still got to give this 5 claps total, the full Monty. Like I said, I'm always weary about getting maximum quality with a minimal amount of effort or components. But you know what? I absolutely adore America's Test Kitchen with every fiber of my soul. And I know that if they could put their money where their full mouths are, then I have a feeling you're gonna love this cookbook 6 ways to Saturday. Or any day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the thrift side.